Hi everybody, sorry about that. I was just getting ready and I feel like this is still not straight. You can see my art supplies behind me. All right, so today we are doing the Always in My Heart. This is one of the last times that we can use it, and we also have the dies that go with it. So I know there's this was probably more popular around Valentine's Day, but I think that it could be used at any time. And I'm going to do some anniversary, and I'm going to make a birthday card and a couple things. So I think we're probably just going to have 2 cards tonight. Last time was a little long, and I'm not feeling 100% again today. So, all right. So without too much further ado, I'm going to flip you guys down to see my desktop. All right, let's see. It's a mess. I got a lot of things laid out already. But this is the important part. All right, so Always in My Heart and the dies. And there's another die or two that goes here, this swoosh here. There's a lot I could have done with this. I didn't... I just, this is just a couple things that I'm going to show you today. So, all right, if you are here and want to comment so that I can say hi, that would be super. I love to know who's here. And hi, James, my biggest fan. So, all right, so today we are going to use these. There's lots of little elements, these small ones. This is 2-step stamping. And there's a lot of things that you can do. But one thing, you can use this technique called masking. And that's one I want to start with tonight. So first of all, I'm going to start with, this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm doing this on a piece of scrap paper because I'm going to have to stamp off in many cases. So you'll get to see several techniques here. All right, so first of all, I want to do the words. And the words I have came from All Squared Away, actually, because I wanted some that were a little condensed rather than what we have here. So it is what it is. I want to make a little, this is going to be like the center of my flower or bouquet or whatever you want to call it. So that's going to go right here in the middle. Okay. Then let me put that down. All right. Then I used a circle die, and cut out this circle out of a Post-it note. So I'm going to cover that up. You can sort of still see through it, which is handy. You can see. Okay. Hopefully you can see how that, you can see through that. Okay. Next, so what I have also done is I've ganged up, that's the term for putting more than one on a block. I have the kind of line art one and the one that fills it in, and I've got them on each side, so I just have to flip it one over. And then some of them, though, I put on the smaller blocks, but I only had 2 of these little small blocks. And then here's one with a bigger block. I put them in the corners. They were easier to handle. So, hey, Mom. Hey, Julie. So glad you're here. Yeah, here's a kind of a rose-looking one. And then this is sort of a lily-looking one. And then, well, let me get started, I guess. So, first of all, I'm going to be using Flirty Flamingo for this. And I found that stamping with the line art side was lots easier to try to line things up. So I'm going to first start, this kind of makes me think of a water lily. Although you wouldn't have a water lily, I don't think, in a bouquet, but it's okay. This is sort of a, it's going to be somewhat random. Not completely, though. Okay, so I've got some all over the place, and now what I'm going to do, this one is such a light color, I can stamp directly, but if you can sort of see, I can line that up and stamp. But some of the other colors did not look as good with direct 100% ink. But it is a lot easier to line this up when you have lines to see through these photopolymer blocks. Also, I found it's kind of neat when it's a little bit uneven, I think, because it almost looks like the light's hitting it on the side or something. That one looked a little blurry. So being that I am right-handed, I could twist myself into knots over here, or I can just move my paper. So this one took a little longer than the second one I'm going to do, which is good news, I'm sure. All right, so now I've done the basics. I have cut out, I stamped and then cut out all these little masks out of Post-it notes. All right, now I only made 4 of each, so I'm going to have to do a section at a time, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to do this upper left-hand corner. And I did that, actually, I cut through 2 Post-it notes at the same time, so I stamped it and fussy cut 2 out. So it was a little easier. All right, so now I'm going to do this rose. I'll do another one going off the edge here a little. All right, then I'll do the, okay, this one has to stamp off and then I stamp again. So I have to put in the ink, stamp on something else, and then stamp on the project I'm doing. All right, stamp off. Whoop. Helps to be lined up. Okay, so then I can put some of these little things on it. And I'm just going to leave the other ones on until I'm completely done. The first flowers. Okay. Might not even need, oops, yeah, that's, there we go. All right, and then one more. What? Here we go. All right, that one got weird. That's, oh, it's the wrong flower, no wonder. I was like, that's just weird. All right, so now I'm going to do this blue lily. Oop. I hate to do the second part, but I think I can sort of do it. Helps just dampen the pad evenly, doesn't it? I already got some. All right, and then this one's going to need stamping off too. I made it way too dark when I practiced before. I'm kind of doing this a little sloppy here too. I just don't want to take up all your time because I know your time's valuable, but I liked how this looked enough to do it. All right, now some leaves. So this is going to be macaron. Oh, I forgot to put these. And good news, once I do the leaves, I'm not going to do any more. That's it. Well, I'll do the bottom part of the card, but all right, so, but I'll fill in quite a bit. Okay. I want to do the darker green too. All right. And then the light. Can always fill in if I feel like I missed a spot. There. So unfortunately the Post-its make it rise up a little bit. So places where they're in between, you got to press extra hard. But it's a really cool look when you're done. Yep. It's off a little bit on that one. All right, so, oh, I want to do the little baby one too. So this is just jade that I'm doing here. All right, so then this one will fill in. Now this one seemed a little darker than the other ones, but you'll get a good look of this pretty soon. Okay, so let's take a few of these off. So it's the reveal, right? That's what we all like. Should look like a lot of flowers in front of each other, in front and behind. Wow. All right, so that's really bushy right there. So I'm going to try to do something similar over here, but I don't, like I said, want to spend years on this either. So I might kind of have it flow out a bit. See that I started with that there. Alrighty, so let's do some of these other flowers again. So we got the rose. All right, stamp off. Oh, also, I set up these other ones so that they are exactly, especially these weird shaped ones. So they're lined up with the same way that the first one was. So I don't have to turn the whole thing around finding it. So, all right. So that one, the rose, let's put some, I don't think I'll need one way out there really, but all right, let's see. Blue. Well, who knows? Yeah. And then the light blue version. This could make a cloud or something too. All right, put those on. Get some leaves, and we're just about done. All right, now let's put some of these. That'll help fill in a lot. There. That'll work. And then let's fill those in. So stamp off. Hey, so we have a few more people, maybe. I'm getting there. This one is the time-consuming one. The other one is not, so that's good news. But hopefully this will be worth it. This would be for very special people, right? Yeah, we always joke about that. All right, and then the smallest one we'll fill in here. All right, let's do maybe one more. Okay, and then this. And there. Just saw one that I missed over here. Okay, so I think that we got them all. Hopefully I was doing that on the screen. I think the couple times I glanced up I was okay, but please forgive me if I was off. Very focused sometimes, don't notice. And there we got it. Look at all those beautiful flowers. All right, so I think that I will put this on this Flirty Flamingo, although I think it would look also very nice on any of the colors, to be honest. Does that look good? Here's what it looks like with the Just Jade. That might be better. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's pretty. Now, the other thing I wanted to do was some kind of non-paper element. Maybe that'll change some things. So embellishments. And I have these. These are discontinued, but we have some very similar ones right now. And I never use these. So I'm going to, these little frosted embellished flowers, I think. Put a few here and there. So we always do an odd number. I think I might do 5. Oh, they look really dark in the picture. Maybe I'll do 3. Oh, that one didn't even completely stick. All right. I guess that'll work. All right, I'm starting to think well, I think any of those would work, so let's not take all this time up. All right, so you could do that. All right. All right. Well, all right, let's just, I'll hold this up. All right, so that's that card. Thank you. Close these up before I already have ink on my fingers, so today I'm just not feeling quite myself. I'm not sure why. So please forgive me if I seem off, because I am. I just am. But hopefully it's just a matter of time. So the other thing I did with that same thing is, this is my practice one. And so you could make an all over card and trim it and do some things. I mean, in fact, maybe I can do that really quick. This might work. So this one was a little bit too big. So I'm going to cut off an edge. Let's see. And cut off. A 1/4 inch there and 1/4 inch here. All right. Oh, actually, I want to cut for this one that I'm thinking of. So that is now 4. I'm going to make this 4. Well, the reason why I wasn't going to do this originally, I think I could do this and then do a "you're always in my heart" kind of thing. That will work. All right, and then I will, let's see. Okay, maybe this. Okay, so that could be You Are Always in My Heart, which I have on one of these. Can I take it off? Gosh, I was just looking at it. Maybe I did take it off. Oh, Another Year of Happily Ever After. Yeah, oh, there it is. I did have it. See, I tell you, there was. Okay, so this will be, I'm going to do Just Jade on Just Jade. Or, ooh, I know, I'll do this Just Jade on Mint Macron, so it has more contrast. Which is mixed up with Pool Party. All right, here we go. All right, so let's do this. And then this could go anywhere. This could go at the top. But yeah, this one's a little on the fly, I know. This last card is figured out though. Don't worry, it is all ready. Okay, and so, oh, I have an idea. So I have this punch that is being discontinued. I think that would look really good, wouldn't it? The question is, will it fit? We could do that. So make this sort of flagged. Maybe a little further in. And there. That's a nice little element. Yeah. That would be a really quick card. Well, other than doing the background. She could do that. Raise that up. All right, let's do a little assembly here. And then some pop dimensionals. Oh, and let's put this on too. Oops. Okay. And I had been thinking about this, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. Yeah, so that'll be another one. Okay, so the only other thing I would probably do with this one is add some kind of pretty kind of romantic bow. That could go right there, really pretty. All right, and then we'll pop that up. And then we'll have 2 cards. And then this can go on with a glue dot. Yay, Nancy, you're here too. And yes, green is always a good thing. No, Nancy, you're fine. I am not feeling myself today, so I don't feel like I've done better. Let's put it that way. But this is fine. We're doing great. So, let me just. Whoa! Forgot about the little lumpy things. All right. So that's the first one, Nancy. I don't know if you saw any of that. So yes, we use the same colors, but okay. And then this last one is very different. So it doesn't use these flowers, actually. It uses the anniversary words. So, all right. So, and this is sort of a reversible part of all things. So first of all, I'm starting with Night of Navy. And then I'm using this paper. This is from the Hostess Set Pattern Party. It's got all the, not set, but pack of paper. And this one was one I was saving because I really liked it. It's branches, but it's a good color, right? So the other side is, of course, one of the best ones too. All right, so what you could do, what I ended up doing is, here's the opposite side. All right. See how that works? So you could make one with white and black, and this other one's going to be blue and pink, basically. All right, so that's an alternative, but this is the one I'm going to focus on. So, all right, I'm going to actually attach this. And that's will go right here. Helps to have my card right side up. Okay, then this one's pretty simple, and this was my inspiration. All right, so if you can tell, this heart, this die has a heart in the middle. So I made a card, and I didn't dig it out, but I made a card that had this foil for all this other stuff, and this was the leftover. But I was like, oh, I could totally make something with that. So I've been putting these, I got these magnets on Amazon. They're actually for my barn to look like windows, but I had some left over. So I'm using them for my, keeping all my dies from falling all over the place and getting unstuck and all that. So, all right, so here is that. Let's see. Then I also wanted to, so this is really shiny, and then I wanted some kind of other texture, and this is sort of a different texture too, but here is an alternative. I originally couldn't find any current ribbon that's this color, but what I'm going to do is you can, if you wiggle this back and forth, you're like breaking the fibers. You can actually make kind of a faux suede. I've done this before with like the centers of flowers and made them kind of furry. And I also did this, I practiced this with a smaller piece. But this will make a good leather if you do this and then sponge over it. But I'm just breaking the fibers here. And you could crumple it up, but this is just a tiny little strip here. All right, so if I do this enough, you can sort of see how it's sort of splitting. Of course, today I don't have much of nails, but there. All right. And then I can get kind of a 2-for-1, but it's got this furry fuzzy look to it. Okay. And you could attach that right there if you want. All right. So, now I'm going to put some of this, and it's probably going to be too big, but that's okay because, whoops, I'm actually going to put a piece of denim ribbon because that's going out too. And honestly, I didn't check to see if we still had it, but I saw it there on my pile and I'm like, oh yeah, I might put some more a little lower down. All right, so that will go right underneath. Okay, and then this ribbon is right here, so I will put that right on top. All right, kind of a 2-for-1 there in a couple ways. All right, so ugh, it's starting to come unraveled. I have to get my sewing scissors out. All right, so there's my base card. Here is the shiny. So we have a couple different textures going on here. Now, what I wanted to do is I would stamp with the white. Here's the words Happy Anniversary. And I just realized I did not get a... All right, here's a navy blue scrap, Night of Navy. So I would use white ink. And before I stamp it, now I inked that up again, but before I stamp it, I would want to use my Stampin' Buddy, all right, which gets the static off of it. It's some resin in there, so it's kind of a powder. And look at the extra, any static so that the little random pieces can come off. All right, oh, and one thing I wanted to do, before I did what I just did, I'm going to stamp off here a little bit. Here is my die. So I want to make sure that that fits. All right, and if it needs adjusting, it might. I don't know that it really does, but I'll show you how you can adjust it. The neat thing with some of our photopolymer ones is you can bend them a little bit. Okay, so there. I think that would work. All right, so then you can stamp that and then put that right there. Okay, and then I have white embossing powder, which I already spilled in there, so get the extra off. And then I'll emboss that. And I will do that in a second because I will just save time because I actually already heated it up. Okay? And then I can run that through with the mini cut and emboss. Now, I was having a little trouble with this earlier. So hopefully it will not show me up right now. All right, let's get that all set up. I like to stagger that a little bit. Make my little sandwich, and there. So they're not lined up completely, so that it's not such a bump to be in with. All right. So now I have that banner. Okay, and this has little score lines in it. And then this was meant for this. So these dies are available, and I believe they're on sale. And I was going to write down the amount, but I forgot. But they are definitely on sale. I know, I saw them. And then the stamp set is still available. I checked this afternoon because unfortunately, that was part of, I think, why I'm a little off, because all the plans I had started making were all of stamp sets that are gone. They're not available anymore. So I was like, oh, I can't demonstrate that. Everybody's not going to be able to get it. It's going to be like a tease. So I don't want to do that. All right. So this kind of pops up more than I wanted to, but I'm going to put some dimensionals on it. And that will help hold it in place. All right, and then and then I'm going to put some under the heart. See, this one's coming along quick. And then this. All right. All right, so I'm going to hold that to kind of figure out where that goes. So one side goes down, one side goes up, so you got to be kind of careful. And then, so I've got that there, and that would be my card front. So I also added more to it on the middle. So I had originally made this 3 inches, and I trimmed off 1/4 of an inch, and I put it down here just to kind of bring that together. I think it helped a lot, don't you? So it's kind of I don't know, I think it's a good anniversary card because it goes, I don't know, I think these are colors that people like and can relate to, right? So, all right, so that's my first, or my last card for tonight. And these are the other cards that I made. Oh, and you can kind of see how this would turn out. See how that could turn out like that? So if you wanted a black and white card, you could do that. But I wanted something a little bit more personal. I think I've always liked jeans, and I feel like that's about as comfortable as you get, right? So, all right, that's what we got. So hopefully you enjoyed it and that you will come back next week because I've got more planned. I'm running out of stamp sets that are available. So if you have any that you had in mind, you better, and you wanted to buy them, you better check them out at the store, which you can get from my website, youcanstamp.com. And then if you're ordering less than $150, I humbly request if you could use this hostess code, because all the points that we earn together this way gets me more supplies to demonstrate. And I am expecting an order tomorrow of all the new in colors, and that's going to be, gosh, it's going to be here before we know it. But May 3rd is the first day of the next catalog. Oh, and that reminds me, if anybody wants a paper hard copy of the catalog and lives in Northeast Ohio, and you are welcome to email me at june@youcanstamp.com, and we can try to work out a way for me to get it to you, or you can get it. I am not charging for them, but I'm also not going to run miles and miles away for that, unfortunately, because I have 4 jobs. I'm just sorry, but I'll try to, if we can work something out, I'm happy to give these away for you. All right. So, okay. Anyway, that's coming up soon. Let me know if you need a catalog. Come back next Tuesday. I am updating websites as much as I can, but again, I have a lot of things going on. So, all right. Thanks again for being here, And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks. Bye.